Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test server and we are continuing to look at the holiday events. Very cool to see with the Midwinter Carnival, the unlimited summons, and everything else we have coming. And the event that is currently, that came up yesterday, is the Warm Winter Night. You can see there is 12 days of drops. Want to make sure we participate in this, guys. And I believe the drops come from dailies. So let's go ahead. We've seen this before through fishing events, through a bunch of different places. But you can unlock these certain chests depending on how much progression you made. Normally we can hit about halfway. And again, just thinking mathematically, usually it's right about here, maybe even a little bit less depending on where the points are to actually get the chest and get the rewards that we have in here. Now looking at this, guys, that is right. This winter frame looks awesome. When you think of the skin that we have for Lucilla and the skin for Luberta, this is probably one of the best looking frames that I have seen to date within AFK Arena. Now, the big reason is, guys, when you look at this right side, they usually put a lot of stuff there and it cuts off half of the hero's face. I love when they put it in the middle like this, so you can kind of frame the design in there. Now, we also do have, of course, some emotes right there. And then we do also have the chat bubbles. Very cool, even though I don't really use chat ever in this game because a lot of times it can be super toxic. Very cool to see what we can get out of here. Now, looking at the Midwinter Gifts, I believe this is going to be where we can get the items. So these are what we're getting, guys, is the Winter Dawn Star. Now, where do we get them from? Daily chest and event deals. So that's what I thought, guys. So we're just going to be able to pull these out of our dailies. So going through here, it said daily chests. I wonder if we get them together. Oh, that's a weekly. Never mind. There we go. There's the dailies. Yeah, so right there they are, guys. So the Winter Star. So how many do we get? 9, 9, 18, 27. That's what, 36, 45. So 45 a day. So 45 a day, 12 days. Again, I'm going to break out my calculator just because I don't want to manually do it. We get 45 a day times the 12 days for your drops. 540 of those are what we're going to accumulate, which is normal. That's I think exactly how many we usually get. Now looking in here, guys, boom, 45, or excuse me, I think that was 450. 450 of these are going to give you an additional copy of the Awakened version of Eugene. That is right, guys. This is going to be another free copy that you can get of the hero itself. So if you're building Eugene, it seems like right now, guys, this is a very solid way to get the Awakened heroes. And there is a chest with him in there. Now, ultimately, guys, most people go for the red chest right in there, the elemental cores and the baits. Now, I'm going to do the exact same thing over on the YouTube account. Is I am going to pull all of the baits as much as I would like to get Eugene. And you know what? I'm going to have to look at the value and see if it's going to be worth getting that copy of Eugene. And then let's see the lineup of the heroes, guys. They've kept this the same. So even looking here, the original version of Aziz and the original version of Athalia, both of those you can get out of the shop. So really not really a driving force there. Mahira used in the campaign, that's usually almost exclusively. And then we have Halos, which isn't really seeing many play at all. When we started getting a lot of different support heroes, he was quickly, unfortunately, replaced. There might be a one-off niche place that we're actually using Matt, but there is not a lot of places that we're actually seeing this hero it being utilized anymore. So it kind of stinks that they wouldn't update this with some more regular heroes. But overall, guys, I mean, the copy of Eugene is very, very interesting. Now, the way that they're doing this, remember, we cannot summon him as of now, meaning we can't use our time emblems, we cannot get copies of him. So we don't know the real power short of when we utilized him within the Bountiful Trials or actually using him as a test on where the damage is going to land. I don't know. I'm still really on the fence with both Gavis and Eugene. Again, we're not seeing a ton of effectiveness, and I want to see if we can actually find him in a couple different places. Now, with that being said, Gavis is being used very, very heavily and very strongly in PvP. In the Treasure Scramble, he showed up, of course, right in the best in slot teams. So he almost makes me think of like Tarnos, where he's very heavy PvP, and that has been the focus. Now, we have a different boss that is up over on the global servers versus the test server at this moment. But looking here, guys, I don't think we're going to see, which right there, I believe that is the skin. That skin's kind of hard to tell. Wonder if we can take a look if it'll let us play this one. But that almost looks like, I'm not sure. I think that's Liberta. I think that's Liberta's skin in there. which it is Liberta. That's what I thought. I haven't seen the actual skin like in the tiny formation, but yeah, that is Liberta's skin that we have in there. And then we have Trichia in here. Here we have Rem, and there's Gavis. So he is in there now, guys. So that is the SP effect that he has. Very interesting to see. And I always pay very close attention to the whale formations, because coming up with different dynamics and different formations always kind of come first. They have the heroes built, and that's the big thing where, an average player like me can't go in and test them all because I don't have the heroes built or just utilization of the trial version of them. But it's good to see that Gavis is in there, and I'm wondering if they're using the trial version in there or if they built him out. I'm assuming. So we're seeing him in there as of right now. And then, of course, the Nightmare Corridor, I want to do the exact same. I want to see if the heroes are showing up within the game mode. Now, of course, this is the test server, guys. We're going to have to see the iteration of when it comes up on global to really get. So there is Liberta again being used in there with Lucilla. And the original version of Taylene, guys, I built out the original version of Taylene, got the collection built for her. It still seems like she is being the best in slot in a lot of these different boss modes. Awakened version of Athalia being used like crazy still. We have Brutus, and I'm not seeing him as of right now. No, so in this iteration of the Nightmare Corridor, we are not seeing Gavis. But like I was saying, when it comes to the Treasure Scramble, we were actually seeing him utilized within the Treasure Scramble. Where we're seeing him. So he made a presence literally in the very first iteration of this. He was showing up in formations already. So looking in here, guys, Rich, there is Eugene. So Eugene is already in there, and there is Gavis. So they are running him together in the formation. Again, not having Eugene built out much higher because of the limited copies, but he is still being used in formations with the Awakened version of Athalia. So that is a pretty interesting dynamic that we're seeing of the two. So, I mean, we're seeing them in formations, which is very cool to see. That they're actually having a use, that we're having a use case with some of these heroes. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly where they do fall in the tier list. We're going to have to look at it coming into the new year, but very cool to see. Again, Midwinter Carnival is up. Unlimited Summons is still going on. And then, of course, we just have a lot of events. Bamboozled Energy almost up, guys. The cute little panda bear will be up in 4 days. I know it's much longer when it comes to the global servers, but overall, I want to see his skills and abilities, and we still have a couple more days before we're going to be able to check that out over here when he comes up. Right now, we just have the Radish, but no panda at this point, guys. So I'm thinking he's going to be pretty good. Again, I love how the panda looks. I cannot wait to see the skills and abilities that he possesses as we continue to build them. That is the big part, guys, of the beast resonance. You want to make sure you're doing the resonance in there, for the simple fact that when you build all the beasts and the new beast is released, I'm going to have it at level 15 already because of where the resonance is, and we're pushing to 18. We want to get the new beasts in the future that are already going to be at 18. So, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.